I've got the honor to have my very good friend, my partner, to do this very first podcast with. I want to welcome to Behind the Grind, my buddy Shon Hart. Welcome to my studio.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, but this studio is dope, bro.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Man.
This studio is dope, man.
I feel you.
I'm already, looking up online. Like, how can I get some of the stuff you have, bro?
Well, we're excited that you came down, man. I'm so excited to get a chance to actually just talk. And, a lot's been going on with you, man. So we're going to try to chop it up and talk about it today. And just, it's a brand new year, right? And we want to talk about 2020 and what people should expect from you and what you can encourage us to do in 2020. So I guess first off, I want to just, tell, a lot of people may not know your background. So if you can just tell us a little bit about you and, what you do.
Yeah. I was born in a manger.
Man, come on now.
No, man, that question when it get asked, man, I don't know, man. I don't even know where to begin, whatever the case, because it's long, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm a Jersey boy who lives in Michigan.
Wait. I don't mean to stop you already. You Jersey?
Yeah, man.
You're not Flint. I know you from Flint, man. Flint, Michigan.
Listen, Flint has been good to me.
Okay.
So I live in Flint, so I rep Flint.
Okay, well, go ahead and explain. I'm sorry.
My one thing is that what I never want to do, I never want to disrespect those from Flint. And sometimes, like real talk, I always say in a conversation, I'm not from here. So depending on who I'm talking to, somebody can get offended by me saying that.
I get you.
But at the same time, I'm saying it like, I do not want to take credit for grinding or going through the trials and all of this stuff that you guys went through by living in this city, right? I don't know the whole history of the city. So I make it known like, I'm not from here. So I appreciate the love and how you guys embrace me. So when I say that I'm not from here, that's where I'm coming from.
I feel
right? So, but all day, man, I rep Jersey, man. That's where I'm from, born and raised. And then I was blessed, man, to get a scholarship to go play for the only colors, man, the green and white, bro.
I feel you.
Okay. It's you all day, Spark Dog, bro.
Well, okay. And I mean, second to Grand Valley State, as you can see there.
Grand Valley is nice, too.
They nice, too. Okay.
They can get that work.
I appreciate wait a minute. Hold on.
They can get that work.
Well, it's different levels, and we'll talk about that. It's different levels, and we talk about different levels. But no, let's talk about what you do, man. I mean, a lot of people know you maybe from Involved Dads. Let's just tell a little bit about that history and a little bit about what you do. And then we talk a little bit about your Michigan State, too. I want to talk about that.
Word. So, man, I've been rocking with fathers, man, like really pouring into dads since 2015. And that was birthed out of working in a prison.
Gotcha.
Right? So working in a prison, man, most of the dudes that I was working with, man, they look like me.
Gotcha.
Right? They look like me, talk like me, came from where I came from. And I just wanted to create something to help prevent more black men from going to prison, man. And I'm like, I'm doing a good work in a prison, which I believe I was. But I'm just like, what can I do in the community? And I didn't know many people in the city of Flint.
Okay.
And I just started with like one or two cats that I went to church with, like, I want to do something. So I didn't know the scope of the land. I didn't know the lay of the land. So I went to a safe place, not knowing that place was going to be the best place, right?
Really?
So I went to a cafe, a coffee shop, because it was safe. I didn't want to go to your hood. I didn't want to go over there because I didn't know I was into that little, gang. You know what I mean? I didn't know.
You didn't know what to expect. I got you.
Real.
I got you.
I'm like, I'm going to go downtown.
All right.
And,
and be at a cafe.
Yeah, be at a cafe, bro. Like,
funny.
like I ain't no punk, but we gonna hang out at a cafe.
So you saying it started from two men?
Yeah, that's what inspired me working in the prison, man. And I just got busy, doing the work in the community.
Gotcha.
And I'm all about putting the work in, not just waiting for people to open up a door.
Wow.
And I just started like getting on social media. I wasn't real big social media head, man, but I started rocking out on social media. Came with the idea, God gave it to me. Like straight up, God gave me the idea, from the beginning to end to start Involved Dad.
Wow.
And when he gave it to me, man, I just started doing the work. Got found on social media. Somebody was, the county was looking to do some work.
Really?
With fathers.
Right.
And it was predominantly with women. and they saw the work I was doing, just like posting, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't posting pictures of me with men, but I was just giving, jewels about fatherhood. And somebody found me, and it was like, yo, you work with men? I'm like, sure do. And I didn't even have men at the time, bro.
Really?
I'm like, sure do.
So you're saying this was started based upon being inspired by something you got from God?
Yep, being inspired by God, just like doing the work, man. He didn't tell me everything, but he just like, yo, this is your lot, man. I want you to pour into it. And the crazy thing about it, bro, is that during that time, like my home wasn't the best place.
Oh, wait, what you mean?
Like really,
like your home, like
my home,
family?
my family.
Oh,
like
wow.
when God called me to be a champion in a fatherhood space, my home wasn't in order. I was having marital issues
at that time.
And the crazy thing about it, bro, is that I didn't know how deep my marital problems were. My wife knew.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't.
Right. You know most of us, that's the problem. Our wives know, but we don't know. We think it's cool.
Yeah. Yo, I'm thinking we Gucci, bro.
I feel you. Yo. Not to laugh at your situation in any shape or form.
Yeah, you are, but it's all good.
You thinking it's Gucci.
It's all good.
And it ain't quite that way. No, so how are you doing this and building I guess it's this nonprofit organization, or
because I didn't know I was having a marital problem. Like we would have conversations, but she wasn't going deep into it. Right? You know, she was allowing me, and I remember, bro, when I told her I was gonna do it, you know, she cut me, man. Like, for real. Like, she was like, oh, you going to add something. There was something to the fact, like, you going to add something else, and, you know, you going to be, you know, you're going to work with men in the community, and you're not even doing this at home. Like, it was like one of them little boys.
Ouch.
And I'm like, I want to say the N-word, but I'm like, yo, like, what?
Where this coming from?
A, B, C, D, and you going to cut me like that? I was pissed, bro.
Wow.
But the sad thing about it, man, I didn't even look inwardly.
So where'd you look?
Outwardly. I just started doing work, and I still didn't look at me. I'm starting trying to help everybody else, and I wasn't helping me.
Wow.
But the crazy thing about it, man, is that God, He knows, right? He knows exactly what He's doing. So He's like, yo, you don't have to be perfect. I'm going to, because I called you to this, right? Because I called you to this, I'm going to develop you. I'm going to cultivate you. I'm going to fix what needs to be fixed. And then eventually He opened my eyes, man.
So it almost sounds like you were being developed while you were building. Is what God was working with you too, and developing you?
Absolutely, because I was ignorant, man.
Okay.
And when I say I was ignorant, I didn't allow circumstances, situations to stop me. Yeah. So I'm just like.
So that's just how you are. That's how you wired.
That's just how I'm wired. Yep. I wasn't always like this. I would throw in the towel. I would just quit. You know. But I got to a place where I'm like, yo, come hell or high water. You know, I'm gonna keep. You know, trotting that trail.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep grinding. So I just thought my wife was crazy at the time. Like, yo, you got this dude, you got all of this,
and you don't know what you got.
You don't know what you got, partner. You know what I mean? But
a lot of us can relate. A lot of us can relate to that. We think we got it.
Like all of this sexiness, all of this big one pack. Like, take it.
It's all you.
Yeah, it's all you, baby.
So that's this is conversation, and I want to get back to this, but this is conversation we need to have because a lot of us brothers are out here thinking we sweet. I don't know if we get this back from high school or something, you know, where we always have to project that we sweet and we got this going on, we got that going on, but. I want to come back to this. I want to come back to involve dads, but I want to talk something about just to start with your. You know, I'm fascinated about the football. I am, right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Part of it is because I didn't fulfill my Division I NBA whatever. But you played football for Michigan State. Yeah. Right? So a lot of us who are probably watching this are familiar with Michigan State football. A lot of people.
And how we having troubles, like we just got done.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. No, because I'm a converted Michigan State fan over the years. I've become a fan. So I'm not going to put that down. But I just want to talk about your experience, though. Because like a lot of cats, we grew up in the inner city, right? Yep. We wanted to be that athlete that goes and play professional.
I had some dogs, too, bro.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. You know. going back to that delusion, I thought I was one of them, right? But no, being the 14th man is kind of hard to be one of them. So,
funny, man. I love that story.
Look, this ain't about me right now. We're gonna talk about you and your experience.
That's your S talking, because it is about you, but it's all good, man. So it's all good.
But I want to get to this, and we come back. We'll talk about me a little bit, but I want to talk about the Michigan State. So you came here from Jersey, played Michigan State as I know it, right? Yep. Played football, right? Yep. Division I football. A lot of cats from the a lot of cats come from inner cities, want to play Division I because that opens up the opportunity to play professional, whatever. Yep. So I'm assuming you had the same aspirations that most of us had.
Absolutely.
Want to play professional ball. Yep. Talk about that experience.
Yeah. What part, man?
Well, whatever you can.
My delusional part?
Like the delusional part, and then how you've taken that and your experiences and things that you've learned, maybe from that experience.
Yeah, one of the biggest things, man, is that we all gifted, man.
Yeah.
Right? We all gifted.
Yeah.
God blessed us with gifts, and I was gifted.
Okay.
Right? I was naturally gifted. I was smaller than the rest, but I was gifted.
Okay.
And I knew how to use my gift.
Just naturally gifted.
Just naturally gifted. Yep. I didn't have to really work at it, even though I worked at it, because, I grew up in the era, man, where we played ball outside. Right. With the street ball. We played frisbee football. Right. You didn't have a football, you played frisbee football. If it was snow outside, you're like, we going to play football, tackle. At that.
Did y'all play pom-pom?
I don't know what pom-pom.
Okay, never mind. I educate you. That's what when you're real little. They just you get tackled. You just throw the ball up.
We called that free fall.
Okay, free fall, pom pom, all that. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We called that free fall. But we played free fall, man. I grew up on that.
Okay.
So I played with like the bigger kids in the neighborhood. So that's where I got a lot of my work, man. And I was blessed with that gift, and I didn't know that it would take me to a place like Michigan State.
Okay.
I just enjoyed the game.
Okay.
And then when I started getting recruited, about my junior year, because I played Little League all the way up until my 9th grade, and dudes used to be like, yo, you too big, dog. Come out here with the big boys. And I'm
so
like,
you dominate.
I'm dominating, bro. I'm like murdering them. So 10th grade, I couldn't play no more. You know what I mean? So they like, no, you got to come and play big boys.
You got to play with the big boys.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but it worked out well for me, man. Worked out well for me. Doors were open. To where I was able to go to Michigan State, was recruited by other schools. Okay. But my work ethic as it relates to my academics prevented me from being able to take advantage of all of my opportunities.
Really? Okay.
Right? So my focus was, just being a young kid.
Okay.
Right? Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, we'll keep it there.
Yeah. When I got to state, man, it was a good career starting off. The whole 9 man was starting as a sophomore. Saban came in.
Yeah.
He had a job to do.
Right.
And I didn't like the job that he had to do.
So wait a minute, you played for Saban?
Yeah, Nick Saban.
Wow, that's dope, man.
Yeah, we call him Nick the. Yeah, man, but we don't.
Oh, wait, hold on. You ain't got to.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm going back to that moment. Yeah, you're having a flashback. Come on back.
Trauma.
Okay, so you played with him, and
man. Listen, man. He was a brilliant coach. He was the. I'm quite sure all the other coaches I know who may hear this or whatever the case, they wouldn't even argue, man.
Right.
So, especially at that time, like he was like the greatest.
That's good.
Even then, like he was young and upcoming, man, but he was murdering them when he was at the Cleveland Browns. Wow. He was a defensive coordinator there.
Okay.
With Bill Belichick, he was doing his thing. Came to us, turned us around, man. He was doing his thing. But
gotcha.
I wasn't ready for that type of responsibility.
Okay.
I wasn't ready for that type of requirement of work ethic. Right. So we talk about where I was delusional is that I had all of the attributes. I had the talent. I had the skill level. I had the ability. Right. But where my delusion came in, bro, is that I didn't want to put in the necessary work.
That is
right.
Sick, yeah.
I didn't want to put in the dedication that it took to become a professional athlete. I had all of the skills starting, bro. But I didn't cultivate my mindset to stay and stand at that level.
Just out of curiosity, is it because maybe I'm just throwing this out? I have no idea. But was it because you were always dominant in prior to coming to Division I ball and playing at this caliber, and then maybe having some things not go your way?
I think it was a couple of things, man.
Okay.
I think it was that.
Okay.
At the same time, man, I was, because I excelled so much, people gave me a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Right. So I was the youngest.
Okay.
So I didn't have to, like, even though I grew up in the hood, grew up around dope dealers, murder, or the whole nine. I was Shon Hart, right? So I didn't have to do that. Like if I had to get in a fight, there was people who were
looked
stepping
out.
in.
That's
like,
Shon.
yo,
That's
fall
Shon
back,
Hart,
bro.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? My brother was a big dope dealer, so nobody to mess with me, right? So by the time we started rocking out, like I was already doing well in football. So I grew up. I grew up around all of that, but I didn't have to experience it personally.
Got it.
So here I'm at Michigan State where there's nobody to protect me. It's like, now, bro, you got to stand on your own too. And I wasn't used to that.
Got it.
So when somebody, like my coach at the time, when he would challenge me, I'm like, yo, the problem is you. And I didn't want to take, not me. And I didn't want to take responsibility.
That's so much.
And that was one of my biggest problems. That was one of my problems as a Spartan, why I didn't go to the next level when he challenged me.
Right.
I went inward, started blaming everybody, man, start making excuses, start giving, just like 40%, not even 50%, giving 40%.
Making excuses with everybody else outside
absolutely
is
not
the reason
want to
why.
take it. And he like, yo, bro, fall back. And that meant, that I went on the bench. And then I started pouting and becoming more of a cancer on the squad. Now he's like, yo, you off the team. And, and he gave me an opportunity. He was like, yo, you can keep your scholarship, be a student, or you can keep your scholarship, stay on the team and not get any tick. That's not going down. I was used to being on the team playing. So I said, yo, I'll be a regular student. Give me my scholarship.
Wow. So it sounds like even in this conversation, there's things that you probably lend to men that you talk to in the Involved Dads and the man-to-man university that you have. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely, man.
Wow.
I talk to him a lot about those things that are, because mine was my football. That was my kryptonite, right? How I behave. Right. But theirs is something totally different.
Else. Right.
Yeah, man.
You can relate. Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Well, because we only have a little bit of time, so it's so much that I want to ask you and talk to you about. One of the things I'm seeing now, and I think a lot of people are seeing it now, your name is coming up. People are hearing about Shon Hart, and a lot of people are inquiring, who is Shon Hart and what he's doing. One of the things I'm getting a chance to witness head first, because I'm from Flint, right? Originally, I'm from Flint, and that's where I was born. I'm seeing that the impact that you're making locally. I know we're starting to hear you out in different arenas, but locally you're doing some things there that people are catching wind to, a movement, and things are happening. And people are starting businesses and starting speaking careers and coaching. Can you talk a little bit about what you do with that and how you're helping to contribute to that?
Yeah, so my lane definitely, like you said, is fatherhood, man. That's my lane. I love helping people, love helping families, but at the same time, I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
I'm a businessman. And then I have a heart that I like to help people. So I'm like, yo, what can I do to help other people live out their dreams?
Oh,
right?
Wow. So you're motivated to help other people?
Yeah, absolutely. But within my skill set, right? So something I can do on a daily basis to get paid for it.
Got it.
Right? But at the same time, help other people, right? That people need help with, right? And that's what I chose to do, to coach and help people develop their own gifts, right? To become speakers or coaches or launch their own businesses, right? So I look into those opportunities in those arenas and help people cultivate those gifts so they can do what they want to do.
That's dope.
For the rest of their lives, man, and get paid.
And that's very unique, because a lot of people, especially from a business standpoint, when we start, it's only about them. It's only about what they can do. Yeah. And you led off with saying you wanted to help people. That just stuck to me. You wanted to help people. So is that like a drive, behind the ground, we try to really get down to what it is.
Bro.
Is that one of the driving factors that help you do what you do or keep you on track, or what?
Yeah, man. I've been sensitive. I use the word sensitive. I've been sensitive my whole life, man. I've been always a giving and a caring
toward people
person. Towards people.
Got it.
It didn't take much for me to cry as a kid.
Okay.
It didn't take much. I see something sad, I cry. Unfortunately, life happens, man, and then you become a little bit more callous and a little bit more hard, right?
Wow.
Because you go through things. But at the core of me, I was always that person.
Right.
Even dating with women, I got to a place to where I was irresponsible. Okay. But that was out of hurt and pain, bro. That was not who I was, of manipulating them to get what I want, you know. And so now that I'm a grown man, it's like, yo, you can't do those things. And when I had to discover who I was, I immediately stopped that behavior. Right.
So are you saying like what God had called you, your original intent, or what God had called you to be, you kind of got derailed through pain and hurt?
Absolutely.
What kind of pain would cause you to be out here like that, man?
The thing about, because I didn't know who I was, man. When people didn't, you know, when it was almost like living the life of in a bubble, or living a life of you wanting likes, right? Like in the real world, before Facebook was Facebook, I needed likes from people. I needed acceptance. I needed all those things. And when I didn't get it, I turned to women. I turned to, you know, other things in the earth to satisfy that itch.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, man.
Man, we're gonna have you back on, and we're gonna talk some more. Actually, you're gonna be on here quite a bit. We already see that.
Get it, man.
But before we get out of here, I do want to talk about something that's both helped you and I. We've been working on these assessments and coaching, and you've seen value in it. I've seen value in it. What would you like to share about the assessment that we've both gone through?
It's a game changer, bro. If you're going through a horrible marriage, if your marriage is struggling, if you can't get along with one another, you feel like one is crushing the other person's dreams and they don't support each other, like your kids are not listening, you're trying to launch a business and you're struggling, like wherever you are and you're stagnant and you cannot catch a break, this assessment is a game changer. Not just assessment itself, but it's being aware and knowing how to read it, right? And know how to navigate it. And that's something that, you know, I know you do. Yeah. I mean, you do quite well, man. And it helped me and my wife. It helped me and my children to better, you know, connect. It helped my business grow because now I look at my wife as an asset versus an enemy. Because
you're seeing her strengths.
Yes, I see her strength. I don't see her as being, you know, one who would try to destroy my my dreams and goals and visions, man.
Got you.
Yeah, man.
Got you. Yeah, so I mentioned that because, you know, we both have gone through, you know, we're extreme execution coaching and doing that for people. And we've got Dominate Your Lane, all these different coaching programs.
Yeah, man.
The baseline of a lot of them we've discovered is using, you know, the DISC assessment. I've heard of the DISC assessment a long time ago. You know, in corporate America, they have you take those DISC assessments and they tell you the D, the I, the S, T, all this kind of stuff. And you're like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm introvert, extrovert. And so I never really took value in it. But after going through this particular assessment and having somebody with it, like you said, having somebody walk you through it has been most beneficial because they're able to tie in and related to life. Before it was related to maybe your company, and they just wanted you to know if you fit or where you fit, right? Where now you're turning that and really self-assess and looking at where you're strong, where you can benefit and be comfortable, like you say, dominate your lane, comfortable going down this lane because you're saying, wait, this is how I operate.
Yes.
So why am I over here doing all this when this is how I operate? Why don't I take that lane?
That's my sweet spot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's my sweet spot. Yeah, man. I encourage all people, man, all your podcast listeners, man, to link up with you. Yeah. To discover, to find out how to, you know, take the assessment, how to, you know, become more self-aware, to move their needle, right? To become more authentic, right? And not live a life, you know, in the shadows of, you know, not who they really are, right? You know what I mean? So that's the thing, man. So yeah, bro, you know, they need to take the assessment. It's a life changer. It's a game changer. Yeah, man, it definitely would take them from average to elite, bro.
All right. So before we go, we're going to, Shon, how can people follow you? You know, you out here. It's kind of hard.
In these streets.
Yeah, he out in these streets. So it's going to be kind of hard not to find him. But what's probably the easiest way to find you?
Listen. Let me spell my name. S-H-O-N.
Okay. Not S-H-A.
No, man. Okay. S-H-O-N-H-A-R-T. Go on Google just in case. Okay. Right? You can always do it on Google. But ShonHart.com.
Okay, so like Kevin Hart's last name, like almost?
Are you related? Yeah, that's my
cousin. Is it really? No, man. I'm like, I'm going to get him on the show. No, I'm teasing.
So no, ShonHart.com. And then I'm on the social media platforms, the same thing, Shon Hart, man.
Okay,
so
Shon
it's
Hart.
easy to find me. I'm on all of the social media platforms. I'm even on little TikTok.
You done crossed over to TikTok,
just a little
man.
Bit. I'm trying to work on that little thing.
You know, when you get
it's
to this,
fun. It's
is
a
it
lot
fun?
of work, man. It's fun, but it's a lot of work.
Man, you gotta have your children help you out with that, right?
Yes, bro. For real.
All right, so this won't be our last conversation with Shon Hart. This is just the start. This is our first podcast behind the grind.
Honored,
and so
man.
I'm glad to have Shon kick it off, right? And so if you're enjoying this, please subscribe, get the notifications, get whatever you need, because we're going right.
I don't even know what sound you're gonna use.
I don't know.
I just used it.
You know how to click it, right? Continue to follow. We're going to continue to talk to more people like Shon. Again, we're going to have Shon back again, and we're just going to continue to encourage, inspire, motivate individuals just like you that can do this kind of stuff, right? It's just a matter of hearing their stories, getting their testimonies or whatever you want to call it, and being inspired to get out here and grind and find your way to grind. So until the next time, this is Behind the Grind.